y'all, this is Debbie with the Crafty Diamond. Hope everyone is doing well. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. In today's video, I have my WIP It Friday, and that is where I will work on a work in progress, which is a WIP, and I will chat with you anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Just depends on how much that I have. And then also you can work on whatever you want to, or you can simply listen if you would like. I am going to be working on Cauldron of Myrrh, and this is from Diamond Art Club, and it is by Ivy Dollamore. It is a 59 centimeter by 74 centimeter, so not too large. It is a good size for me. I usually go larger, so I shouldn't have a problem getting this finished. I am doing this for two events. One is the Festival of Witches, that is with Emeralds and Fairy Lights, that's Lindsay, and then also with Diamonds and Washi, and that is Katie, and she is doing Drills and Chills. Both last from September the 1st until the end of October. I'm hoping that I can get this one finished and then work on my Moon Witch that I have recently kitted up on another video. And if you haven't seen that video, then I will include that at the top for you to go and look at. It is a beautiful canvas, and it's going to be all crystals. So I am really looking forward to that one as well. I am not going to start on that one until I finish this one. So if I don't get this one finished in time, I will start on that one. If it's November, it'll be November, but it will be the next kit that I do that is going to be a good size kit. I am going to be using a pin today from Lazy River. I don't believe that they are selling right now, but I heard that they're getting ready to do so. And then also I have a purple tray from Bella Art Day Nicole. This is one of her older trays, but I love it. I have several of these and I'm always using them. Also, I am going to be using something new today, so we're going to try this out together. I just purchased this. It is putty, but it's from Enabler's Outpost, and they call this Chit, C-H-I-T. So it's not what you think it is Chit. So with this means that it's Romanian for putty, so they're not trying to have a play on words here. And they do say that this is version 2. They both tested it by Elizabeth and Edward at Enabler's Outpost, and they said that one tip fill lasted for a month, and they're saying that was approximately 15 hours of diamond painting and 30 days of being exposed to air while in the pen. So I'm going to test this and see. I bought their sampler package. So I've got an autumn wreath, marshmallow, caramel corn, pumpkin pie, candy corn, crisp night air, and then this one is a larger size of crisp night air. The others are a little bit smaller because they are in a sampler, but I wasn't sure which one I wanted, so I thought I'll just try all of these. So hopefully I like it. I'm sure that I will. The one that I am going to be using today is Autumn Wreath, and I wish you could smell this because it smells amazing. So I'm going to just get some off of here and put a little bit in my tip. I don't know how much I need. I'm used to using either Randa's putty, and I use that in my multi-placer usually. I don't usually use it in my single, or I use mainly, I will use the pink wax, or I'll also will use, sorry, I'm trying to get this while I'm talking. I also, I have tried different things, and I just keep going back to the putty or the wax. let's see here. I think that's in pretty good. I have my tweezers just in case, as this is rather large. It should last me a long time. I have more than one pin going usually. I think I'll go ahead and put this in my multi-placer as well, although I'm not sure how much I'm going to multi-place. I should have gotten a different scent, so I'll have two different ones here. Okay. You can see me struggling here with my, not really struggling, I'm just getting ready to start laying down drills. I have already started on this one. I've gotten one section done, which, as you can see on the screen, it's at the bottom, so it is the cauldron is where I'm starting at. Wow, this smells so good. I'm ready to put on the fire, although it is 90 degrees here. But that would be really nice. So I'm gonna leave this out because it smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get some drills. What color I want to start on? I have all my drills here, and I have already started on this section. Oh, the washi tape that I'm using, I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the side here. This is actually from where is this from? This is from Tim Holtz Ranger, and I buy some inks and things from them, and so I've had this for a while, but it's it looked to me kind of Halloweenish, and so I thought that would be really cute on the sides. Let's go with the pound sign. I hope that everybody is doing okay. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I've actually written some notes down, and I'm going to go over a few things shortly. If I can find, here's the pound sign. Okay. All right. So, first of all, I want to personally thank each and every one of you that has subscribed. And if you haven't, I would love to have you. I think you would like it here. I hope that you would. And I reached my goal of 500 subscribers, and I reached that last Friday. So when my WIP and chat went up, I have my WIP and chats. I will record those on Thursdays, and then I have them to go out on Friday. So Friday morning, I was close to 500. It was like 496. By the end of Friday night, I was over 500, and I was just over the moon excited. My husband was looking at me like, what is going on with you? Because I was looking at YouTube, and before I even looked at YouTube, a really good friend of mine sent me a message, and she's like, you went over 500. You just did. And so I don't like to look at the numbers. I don't want to just dwell on the numbers, but I wanted to reach my goal so bad. And my goal actually was to have 500 by the end of this year, because I started my channel in February of this year, 2022, the end of February. I mean, it was almost March when I started my channel. And I thought, you know, if I can just get 500 by the end of this year, I would be, you know, just ecstatic. And so I have gotten 500 in 6 months. So I was really excited about that, and I could not have done it without all of you. So I do appreciate it. And I am so thankful for this community. I have met so many people, and I'm just losing some of this. I have met so many people through this channel, just through the community itself, and through other creators' lives, and on YouTube, just, you know, going through and looking, and then the ones that have subscribed to me. So it has just been a blessing to me. It has really changed my year. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it honestly has. It has made me to be a more confident creator, as well as just a more confident crafter. Even in my, daily life, I just feel like I am just more satisfied, and I just can't really explain the feeling. So I do thank you so much. I am waiting on my community tab to open, and when that does, I will be able to send out like a global announcement, and you will be able to see it. So right now, the only way I can do that is to go on YouTube, either live or to do a video and then put something under the description so you can see it. But I'm able to have surveys and different things on there. And they say that it can take up to a week, possibly 2, before YouTube will open the community tab. So I am just waiting, and as soon as it does, you will see something from me. Because I've been looking every day to see, and sometimes multiple times a day, to see if that community tab has opened. And it has not as of today, Thursday, but it will shortly. So I have been saying this for a while, that as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, I was going to have a small giveaway. And that's what I am going to do. So I'm going to give you an option. I have a Diamond Art Club that is from Amazon, and I will try to put a picture up. I'm not sure I know how to do that yet, to put a picture inside the video. And if you don't see that inside the video, then I will do it at the end. But I have the option of that or a $25 Diamond Art Club gift certificate. So whichever one that you would prefer, if your name pops up, then you will have that option. And what I'm going to do is sometime during this video, I am going to give you a special word, or we can call it a secret code. And you'll need to, if you are interested, you will need to go underneath the comments and post a comment using that word. It has to be spelled exactly how I tell you, because I'm going to do a YouTube random comment picker, and it's going to go through, it will look for that exact word, and then it is going to put you on a wheel. The wheel will spin, and then whatever name pops up, that will be the person that wins. So if you are not interested in the giveaway, please don't use that word. Feel free to comment, obviously, but just try not to use that word, or it may pop up and you might win and you may not want to. Or if you don't want to, then I can respin. But it's totally up to you. So I will give you that word, and then I will have this open until next Thursday when I do my WIP and chat. I usually will get home in the afternoons and early afternoon, and then I will wait a little bit, and then I try to get my WIP and chat done before my daughter gets home. And so you have until 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there, Eastern Standard Time next week to submit that. And please do not say anything about a giveaway, because I want this to be open to those that listen, that follow me, and that have been, you don't even have to be a follower for a long time, but I don't want it spread out to where all of a sudden I have an influx of followers just because they want to win something. So I don't think that's fair. And also YouTube does not like that. So then it could shut down that video. And if it does, then I won't be able to offer the actual giveaway. So of course there's no cost involved. YouTube is not in any way affiliated with this, nor is Instagram. I'm not even posting on Instagram about this. So just wanted to let everybody know. And again, I am just so thankful. I was just shocked that not only have I hit 500, I have gone over. So my next goal is 800. So we'll see how long that takes me to get there. And if it takes me another year, if it takes me, you know, till next year or, you know, whenever, it is fine by me. I am just so excited that I have so many followers, and that actually, you know, they keep coming back. You want more. You tell me what you would like. There are comments, and so I just could not be more excited for that. So again, I just can't thank you enough, and I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart, that I never thought that I would be doing this. I never thought that I would have that many followers. I figured that within 6 months, I would just have to say, well, I tried YouTube and it did not work for me. And so, you know, I'd have to just shut down my channel. But now it's like, I am so excited. I cannot wait to do more. And I look forward to my recording days because I just really enjoy reaching out to everybody. So, on that note, I am going to move forward and talk about what I'll be doing content-wise. I'll do that after I give an update on what's happened here, any kind of events or anything. One thing before I forget, I don't think that I will. I do have notes, like I said. But before I do not mention this, I did set up a Facebook group. Several of you have already requested to join, and I do appreciate that. And so feel free to post your WIP. What are you working on? And if it's not diamond painting related, that's fine. I mean, it can be card making, it can be coloring. It's more so going to be diamond painting because that's what my channel is, but it doesn't have to be. If you love to color, if you like to cross stitch, I mean, and it does not have to be Diamond Art Club. I mean, it can be any company. I would prefer that it's a licensed company, but that is not a requirement unless I'm doing some kind of an event. And right now, you know, I won't be doing an event that I will be sponsoring now, and I may do one next year. I am working with someone on that, and we're talking about it. So I would like to have an event next year. I'm not sure. Really, it's something I have to learn how to do, but it can be done. So I think that will be fun too, and get to know everybody more. So if you are interested in the Facebook group, I do have the link underneath description. I do have to approve everyone that comes in. And if I am at work, and I'm usually on campus for a few hours, not every day, but some days. So if I'm on campus or if I'm at home working, I can't get on Facebook. It may take me a little bit longer to be able to approve you, but I will get to it as soon as I can. You know, I try to do it that day. Each day I'll go in and check a couple of times a day to see, and then let everyone in. So just, you know, please be a little patient with me as I work through that. I do not have my 4 placers, so on some of these, and I could actually use my 7 placer as a 4. I am just really testing out this putty, and I have to say right now, I absolutely love it. I had just a little bit that came out of the pen tip, but that was my fault. But it did just at the beginning, but this is picking up drills beautifully. It is not holding on to the drills like some of the others that I have used. And this is going to be one of my favorites alongside Randa's. I use hers quite a bit, but I'm using this in the multi-placer and the single. And I really want to use a single placer just to see if I do lay a lot of drills down, if I'm going to need more. Okay, let's see. I have been using glue dots. I've been getting frustrated with glue dots because in some of the tips, they work really well, but in other tips, the glue dot just tends to fall out, or it just tends to hang on to my drills until it gets dirty basically, or well used, and that just drives me crazy. But this, I mean, right off the bat, it is working out so well. So I'm definitely going to do a review. I'm going to let Elizabeth and Edward know how much I really like this putty. And I've had a couple people, and one sent me a message through, well, actually 2 or 3 sent me messages through email, and then I had some that sent a message, a couple sent a message that were on Instagram, and then I had one comment on the actual canvas that I posted, and that they went to look at Enabler's Outpost website, and there weren't any canvases there. And I think what they've been primarily doing is pre-orders. And so I only saw 2 up there. I think both of those were older and they were on sale, but they do have pre-orders. And if I see anything, I will let you know that pre-orders are out there. And their pre-orders, even I've done 2 pre-orders with them, and the pre-orders really don't take longer than a month to get here. So for me, that's not that bad as a pre-order, but I will definitely let you know when they restock, or I will see if I can get some information for you guys and from them, and then I can give you an update and let you know what their plans are. That's something on there. Okay. So we had a long weekend last weekend. It was Labor Day for the US, and so schools were closed on Monday. A lot of the companies are closed for Labor Day. So my husband was off work. My daughter was out of school, and so my school, college that I work for, was also closed. So we just had a very nice long weekend. And my husband actually took last Friday off, so he would have a super long weekend. And he had all these plans and did a few things, but not much. He just ended up relaxing, doing things around the house. And so that's basically what the purpose was anyway. But I ended up buying a small dorm refrigerator for my office, because at work we each have our own office. We have our office locks, and we're the only ones that can get in. Of course, security can get in and cleaning and that kind of thing, but nobody else can. And it's, it's a small, tiny office, but it's nice because you can have it personalized any way that you want to. And you can also, if you want to bring in a small fridge, you can. And I wasn't going to. I didn't all last year when I started working on this campus. And I thought, well, I really don't need it. We have a fridge that is we have a break room, but the table, everything's been removed due to, the thing that's happened over the past couple of years. And so they have this refrigerator, but there's a lot of people that can use it. It's just, it's come and go. So I decided that, I wasn't going to get a refrigerator, but I was taking a lunch box, which was rather large, and I had to put my drink, everything in there. And then if I went ahead and drank more than I thought that I was going to, especially on my water, I had to either go to the bookstore, or I had to buy it out of the machine if the machine was working. And the bookstore costs a little bit more. It's not, it's close by, but it's in a different building. And so I decided that I would go ahead and get a refrigerator. There was one on sale at Walmart. And so I went ahead and I bought it. And my husband carried it up there for me, and he's never seen this particular campus that I was on. So he dropped it off after class on Friday, and I am really enjoying it because now I took a case of water up there. I have some soft drinks I don't drink very many of, but I thought if I want a soft drink, it is here. If my boss comes in from a different campus, because she's not on the same campus that I am, I can offer her something to drink. So it has been really nice. I've taken a couple of salads and just left them in, so I don't have to carry so much. And if I want something, it is right there. So, you know, the little things, right? And so now we've gotten some new people that have come in. And so I think they're talking about bringing their own, because they put a couple of things in the refrigerator and overnight it was gone. And of course, you never know, you know, what happened to it. You don't know who got it or anything, because anybody can go in there and get it from the break room. So that was one thing that happened today or this week for work. And then just been, you know, really busy trying to get students still settled in, even though we have been in class since August the 15th. It's been almost a month. Students are still asking questions. They're still asking about their textbooks, which they should have already bought. But so it's been, you know, kind of busy just going back and forth answering questions and then answering questions related to what we're covering. So I've been pretty busy with that, but I've gotten a lot of diamond painting done over the past couple of weeks, which I'm really excited about. And then with the long weekend, I cleaned our house, which didn't take too long. My daughter helped me, and then had quite a bit of laundry I'd gotten a little behind on. So I did all of that. And then I just sat down in my craft room and I diamond painted. My dogs hung out with me. My daughter did for a short time. And we watched some movies and just, you know, just had a really nice, relaxing weekend. And so I really did need it. I already had a couple of videos recorded. They were already uploaded. And so I just hung out in my craft room, straightened it up, which that was another thing that it needed, especially with some of my card making supplies were out. And then on Saturday, we went out to dinner, had a nice dinner. I'm seeing a couple of these diamonds that are popped up. We went out to dinner and we had a nice dinner. And then Sunday, I had some things going on that we were doing. And then I just sat down with my husband and we watched some TV. He loves NASCAR. And so I sat down and I enjoy it too. So I sat down and watched NASCAR with him. So we watched racing. And while we were doing that, I thought, well, I'm going to try to diamond paint sitting here, and we have recliners in our family room. So I sit down in the recliner and sat back, and I was able to diamond paint and work on Laloon, which is from DIY Moon Shop, and it is by Cherokee. And I gotten quite a bit of that done. I finally have gotten to the point where there's a lot of color blocking in there, but it took me half of the canvas to get to that point. It was so much confetti at the bottom that I wasn't sure if I would ever get that one finished. But now I'm at the point where there's a lot of color blocking and I should get that finished. I know I will by the end of this month. So I am excited about that as well. And I also was able to work on my cross stitch conversion. And it's very colorful. It doesn't look like anything yet, but I think it's going to take a little while because as large as it is, it's going to take a hot minute before you can really tell anything about that one. I also spent a little bit of time on my Diana from Diamond Painting Deutschland and gotten quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit. I got some of that done. I need to go back and work on that one some more. But the long weekend, it rained, it was hot. And so we grilled out and just kind of hung out. And I thought, what better way to spend the weekend than to just diamond paint as much as possible. So that is exactly what I did. I cannot see here because of where I have my my camera. But if you were off or you celebrate Labor Day, did you do anything? A lot of my friends had cookouts with their families, and my daughter had to work, my oldest. She was excited because she did get time and a half, or maybe even double time, since it was a holiday. So she was excited about that. And she said they weren't very busy. She works for a grocery store. And she said that they weren't really that busy, and she was expecting them to be kind of busy. She said in the mornings they were a little busier, but then in the afternoon, she said they weren't busy at all. So that was, you know, good for her that they weren't just super busy. Oh, I missed a couple of these. I need to put a little bit more on my multi-placer. I did not put enough. I didn't think I did. But I am loving this putty. This is really nice. I will definitely be ordering some more of this. I will put the link down in the description. Hopefully they still have some, but they said they may sell out fast, is what I was told. And so as soon as they said they were going to put it up, I jumped at it because I've been wanting to try this. I've heard nothing but good things about it. And this is even better than version 1, I was told. Let's see. Oh, another thing that happened to me, I was absolutely shocked. And I don't really get shocked or just really blindsided that often. I can usually recover fairly quickly, but my mother passed away 9 years ago in August. And, you know, some days, of course, it seems like it was just yesterday. And then sometimes it seems like it's been a lifetime since I have been able to talk to her. But we are a very small family. My mother didn't really have a large family. She did not know her dad or anyone on her dad's side. And so her mother passed away when my mom was fairly young. I was like 2 or 3. And so the only ones really left in my mom's family were her 2 older sisters and then their kids. And so when my mom passed away, or she was really sick in the hospital, both of my aunts went to the hospital and they stayed with her. They took care of her. They were at the hospital until they had to leave. And then she had gotten so bad she didn't know anybody, and they just kept her asleep all the time. And so they ended up flying back home. And I didn't even know how sick that my mother was because no one on my stepfather's side said anything to me about how sick that she was. And I spoke to her every day, and I just didn't have a clue. So anyway, to make a long story short, I was always very close to both of my aunts and my cousin, my oldest cousin, she was a girl. The other 2 were guys. I wasn't close to them, but growing up, my cousin Amber and I were very, very close. We would go and visit them all the time. My mother and I would take a bus. We would go, my mom didn't drive. We would go and visit my aunt for a week or 2 and stay there and help. My aunt had surgery and my mom stayed, and she went out of town, my mom was there. So we just became, really close, my cousin and I. So anyway, we kind of fell out as we had, gotten older. And I had my aunt's phone number, both of them, both of my mom's sisters. And I talked to them when my mom was in the hospital. I, visited the hospital, and I got to talk to my aunts and spend a lot of time with them. And so that was really nice. I enjoyed that a lot. So anyway, I had their numbers on my phone. And my phone, something had happened to it. I lost all my contacts. I could not find their numbers for anything. And I looked, trying to find them, trying to find the numbers, trying to find them on Facebook, anything that I could do, trying to get some numbers from somebody, and I couldn't. So I just kind of gave up, and I thought, I've got to, do something. And I thought, well, I'm gonna, try again. I'm gonna see what, I can do. So lo and behold, just out of nowhere, nowhere, last week, I had gotten a text message, and it said that it was Amber, said her last name. I saw that it was, from her. And so I wanted to know if it was me and that she really wanted to talk to me. She had some things she wanted to send me. And so I called her and texted, and we've been texting, and she found my number, just so happens, on my aunt's phone. And my aunt, who was my favorite aunt, passed away back in March. I think she said March or April. And she had had a stroke. And she'd been living with my cousin, and then she had passed away. So my cousin was just now going through my aunt's things and came across her phone and found my number and called me. And we had just been talking, we've been texting, we've been getting caught up. And it's like all the years have just passed that we had just been, talking forever. And so that's been just so nice. So I feel like I have gotten my family back. I've gotten my mom back, a part of my mother. And we were talking about my mom and laughing and talking about, my cousin said, I've got some pictures of the girls, meaning the 3 sisters. And so she's going to make some copies, and a lot of these are really old photos. And she's going to make some copies, and she's going to send to me. And then she's also going to send to her brother, who is my other cousin, obviously. And then she's going to send to my other aunt's son. She had one son. And she's going to do that for us. And I said, I will look through. I have not looked through a lot of my mom's pictures yet. I've been meaning to. I want to do a tribute album. And so now that my aunt has passed away, and she was the oldest of the 3, I am going to do a tribute album for my mom, my aunt, and then my other aunt, the middle sister, is still living. So I have her number, and I'm going to get in touch with her. And so I was just so excited. And I was telling my husband, and so he suggested that we go and visit my cousin maybe around the holidays. And she actually lives in Mississippi, and he thinks that it would take us between, 5 and 6 hours to get there. And so I'm going to talk to her about that if we can work it out. I would love to go just for a couple of days and stay in a hotel, and then go and visit her. And then from there, go and visit my dad and stepmother and my sister in Nashville for a couple of days, and then come home. So we are going to be checking into that and seeing, where we can stay, what we can do. And so I was really surprised that my husband was the one that actually mentioned that, we need to go. You need to spend time with your family, especially since, you thought you lost them and now they're back. So that was just really exciting for me. And I wanted to share it with all of you as well. So I'm not sure if Amber is listening. I don't know if she really watches YouTube. I told her about my channel just in case she was interested, so we can she can know what's going on with us and see my kids, and that kind of thing, or hear about them. So you may hear some more about that in the future. So that was really exciting for me. And let's see, what else? It's been a busy week, y'all. What else has happened? Oh, my youngest daughter, Paige, And for those of you that do not know, I have two kiddos. I should say two grown kiddos, which just absolutely breaks me. But that breaks my heart, not breaks, well, it does also break me in the way of cash, because they both, I still help with them, especially Paige since she lives here. But my youngest daughter, Paige, she just turned 21 in August. And so she was sick with the thing. I don't want to say it just in case YouTube listens, and I don't want to be dinged. They don't like that. But anyway, she got the thing back in August and on the 3rd day of school. And so we all ended up getting it. And anyway, she is in a special program until the day before her 22nd birthday. And so it's called Transition, and we have it in our county. You have to have graduated from our county in order to apply for this program. But when they graduate, because she had a modified plan and curriculum, she has to do something until she's 21, whether it's going to school, staying in high school as a senior until she's 22, or she has to go through this transition program, which basically is socialization. It teaches them how to get out in the community, how to thrive, how to be self-sufficient, and she's been doing that. Now, last semester, she ended up going online because she was having just health issues. Every time she went into the classroom, she would come home with a severe sinus infection and allergies, and she had to stay home more than she went to school. So she ended up just doing senior work all over again. And it was in special needs, and it was fine. But now, because the schools are able to get out and they're able to do more, they are now participating and volunteering in the community. And so she was a little nervous about that. They're doing it every Wednesdays. So yesterday was their first time, and they all go to different places, but they have a teacher or they have a mentor that stays with them. So they're never left alone with, with strange people, strange place, anything like that. So she went to a local church yesterday, and it was her and two others of her friends went. And so they did some cleaning. They helped dust and different things. And then I didn't know that this church that they went to, that they were volunteering with, they also have a school. And so the kids were coming out, in and out. They were kind of rowdy. And so one of the girls said, this is just too much. I don't like it here because these kids are noisy. And so my daughter loves kids. And so she said, they're just kids. You were a kid once, and I'm sure that you were this rowdy too. So when somebody at the church heard this, they really took notice. They asked her if she liked children, and she said that she loves kids. She wants to work with kids when she gets out of school. And so next week, they are going to have her read to the pre-K and also to the kindergarten kids. And she is going to absolutely love that. I haven't told her. It's going to be a surprise because I didn't want her to know if something changed, then she'd be disappointed. And also, I thought it'd be a really cool surprise for them to lay this on her whenever she gets there, because that's what she's been wanting to do, is to read to young kids. So hopefully this will help her if she decides to go that route, and we can find her a part-time job. Maybe this church will hire her part-time as a teaching assistant, or whatever they call, I guess it would still be a teaching assistant for like 3, 4, maybe 5-year-olds, just to read, to help them, to color, whatever that they might need. And so that would be absolutely amazing. I wasn't sure what she was going to be able to do, but she could definitely do something like that, especially in a smaller environment and being a private school. They would hire her more so, I would think, than a public school because the fact that she is special needs, but she is just intellectually lower than others in her grade, and you can tell. It's very obvious whenever you talk to her, and sometimes. And then other times she'll say something and it's like, wow, that makes more sense than any adult could ever rationalize. So that happened this week. So it's been a really good week here. We've all had, really good vibes going on. My oldest daughter was getting sick again, so I hope that she is feeling better, and she thinks it's just a seasonal cold. So I hope that that's what it is. So we'll see about that. And then another thing happened. We have been going back and forth with bus issues for Paige. She rides on a special needs bus. It's a small bus, and the morning bus has been the issue. We thought it was going to be the afternoon bus because it took them 3 days or 4 days after school started before she was on an afternoon bus. And so now she's on the afternoon bus. We are 10 to 15, not even 15 minutes, 15 in a lot of traffic, but we're 10 minutes from school, and it takes her an hour to get home because she is the last one that they drop off. And the odd thing is instead of them coming straight direction here and then veering off and going the other direction away from the school to take the other kids home, they just go that way first, and so she's last to get home. And she just gets so frustrated with that. But I want her to ride the bus because it helps with her self-confidence. And also, if I'm in a meeting and I can't pick her up, then we have a problem. So she's riding the afternoon bus. But the morning bus, we thought we had it worked out. We're going to be on the same bus that she had last year, and her bus driver was absolutely amazing. Miss Juanita was loved by all the kids. She gave me her personal cell phone, and she said, if you have a problem or if she's not going to school, just let me know. And she would call and check on us. She would check on Paige. She told us how much she just loved Paige. She was a sweet kid. I mean, she was just the best bus driver that anyone could ever have. And she had a small route last year. And so this year, I've been talking to her all last year when Paige was, or all last semester when Paige was actually online. She would just send me a message. I just hit my tray with my elbow, and now I have a couple of drills that went directly on my canvas. I cannot get through one video lately without spilling drills. I don't know. And I don't do this when I'm at home by myself, or I'm at home, or I'm crafting with somebody else, diamond painting with somebody else. I don't have this problem. It is just when I get on video, and then I guess I just start talking and I don't pay attention, and then I just hit a drill, but it's fixed. So anyway, when Paige was in school, or online from January to May, Miss Juanita would contact me, by text and just ask me how we were doing, how much that she misses us, and that she's hoping that she'll be on her route. And I spoke to her in July, the Sunday before school started. And so she actually called me, and she was fine. We had a nice conversation, and she told me that they were changing the bus route on her at the last minute, and that she would not be able to pick her up until that 4th day. And I told her, that was fine because we were late and setting up the bus anyway. And I said, that's fine. I don't mind taking her. And I mean, she was just fine and happy. And so she said, I hope that she does stay on this route. I don't know if she's going to be on the afternoon. And then on that Monday, when school started, the very next day, school started. And Paige got on the bus, and then she texted me and she said, this isn't Miss Juanita. Miss Juanita's not here. And it's another bus driver. So then the bus driver, after she dropped off my daughter, she sent me a text, and she said that she was taking over the route for a short time because Miss Juanita was out sick. So I really didn't think anything about it. I thought, well, maybe she just has a cold, or whatever. And then 3 days passed, and still we didn't hear anything from her. I texted and didn't hear anything. And so I started becoming concerned because she always responded back, always. So I was just saying, hope you feel better. No need to reply. We're just thinking about you, kind of thing. So anyway, and I know the story is kind of going on, but I wanted you to understand what this was leading up to all of this. But then we had another bus driver that sent me a message and said that we're going to have yet another bus driver and that they were going to take over until they decide what to do or until they heard more from Miss Juanita. So we've gone through now 5 bus drivers, and we have gotten a permanent bus driver as of yesterday, Wednesday, supposedly, for the morning, so we'll see. But come to find out, Paige's best friend's mom owns the coffee shop in town where she hires special needs adults. And so she told her daughter, who told mine, that Miss Juanita had actually passed away. And she passed away in early August. So I have no idea what happened. I don't know what happened between the Sunday that I had spoken to her and the time of school starting. So I did send a message, her using her phone, plus she had another phone that she was using. I sent a message to both, and I said, I just heard condolences. I am so sorry. She was such a wonderful lady. And so I'd gotten a message back, and I'm not sure who it was. I think it may have been her daughter. She was an older woman, so her daughter would have been grown. And so her daughter just, we really appreciate it, and we'll contact you at a later, point in time. And so I just obviously left it alone. But I was just really sad to hear that. My daughter was really sad. She couldn't understand why it was so sudden, why the school didn't tell us. And so trying to explain that to her was not easy. I mean, it was really hard. And I was really upset because I valued Miss Juanita. I valued her as a friend and also as a very careful bus driver, and one that without hesitation I trusted my child to be with. Because with special needs kids, you don't always know if something happens, if they can really tell you certain things. Now, I know that Paige can. She tells me everything. Some things I don't want to know, but she tells me everything that's happened for the entire day. And so I feel comfortable with that, but I just feel so horrible that I had to wait, this long until September to send condolences to the family, but they didn't say. Nobody ever said. They just kept saying, well, until they decide on Miss Juanita's route. So I just assumed that until they decided when she came back. I had no idea that she had passed away. So I was really upset about that. But I'm glad that we now know why that she is not taking our calls because Paige was afraid that she was ignoring us for some reason. And so that was why. So that was another sad thing that happened this past week. And let's see. Oh, one other thing. And by the time that you see this video, I'm sure everyone in the entire world would have already heard this. But I was leaving work, and it was around 1:20 today, Thursday, and Eastern Standard Time, and a breaking news came on the radio as soon as I turned the car on. I mean, as soon as I cranked my car up, breaking news came on that the Queen of England had passed away. And so I was really surprised, and I was really upset because I love to read historical fiction. I also love to research the monarchy. I always have. I have loved history, and so I was just really upset when I found out. I had seen a picture of her recently, and she did look rather frail, and I even mentioned it to my husband, and he said that he noticed that as well, but had no idea that she was, that sick. Of course, nobody did. I'm sure that they didn't want anyone to know, or they were hoping that she would get better. But condolences to the family, condolences, to everybody, because it's not just Great Britain, it's everybody. And they had already come out and said that the flags were flying there at half staff, and the Prime Minister, who had just taken on this role only 2 days ago, was the one that was going to have to announce it to everybody. And I just can't imagine the stress that that person is going through, because the first thing in office that she has to do is going to be to announce the passing of the Queen. I mean, can you just imagine? So I'm sure that tonight's news and all of the news channels will be going over this as well, and then discussing her life, because I can't imagine she had such a full life, being 96. That is just an amazing age, and to see and go through what all that she has been through as a young woman until adulthood and then her passing. But I had to text my husband. I told him, and then a really good friend of mine was at work, and we had just spoken, and so I had told her that it was just announced. And I have several friends that live in London, because where I used to work, the owner of the business actually lives in London. So his staff is there, and I've met some people along the way because of that. And I had heard from one person who sent me a message, and it is just pure chaos there. And people are in the streets crying and just not really sure what to think and what to expect. So it's going to be some very interesting days coming up on that as well. Let's see, on a happier note, I didn't mean to depress everybody. Hope I didn't. I just think that her life was just absolutely incredible. So want to celebrate her life and not to be upset because of her passing. On a different note, DP wise, diamond painting, I want to get an opinion from you guys. And I was hoping that I could put it up underneath my community poll as one of my first things and show everybody that I'm there on the community poll, but still waiting. But anyway, I am debating. I'm either going to have a monthly review of what all I have done for the month to show you my work in progress and to show you how far I've gotten on the ones that I am working on. And currently that would be this one, obviously, since I'm not even halfway, I'm not even a quarter finished with this, but that would be this particular canvas that I'm working on. It would also be Diana, because I am going to finish that one by the end of this year. If I have to diamond paint 12 to 14 plus hours a day in December when I am on break, she is going to get finished. And it's not that I don't like that one. I love working on her, but at 250 colors, when I take that one out and I have it hanging up, and it's huge, I have to take all the colors out. I have it underneath my table, and so I just take all the colors out, and then I have to get everything set up on my table just so. And so I didn't want to work on it for a long time when I start on it, because just taking it out. But then I have others that I need to work on because of events or different things. So she's always going on by the wayside, back burner. But I'm definitely going to get that one finished. It was my 2022 project, and I did one small section in 2021, had to put it up because we were in the process of moving, and I just didn't have a place to put it where we were living. So anyway, my question to you is, would you like to see a monthly review of what I have finished, if anything, and the current WIPs, which would also include the conversion, my conversion that I am working on for cross stitch? Or would you actually like to see something like that weekly? My good buddy over at Kimba's Craft, and that would be Kim, she is doing a weekly review, and I believe she does it on the same day, or if she can, the same day, because she has a different working schedule. She has what she's working on, and then she is also knitting, and so she's showing that as well. And she does that every week, and she shows where she left off and how much that she's done for that week, whether she's done anything or not. And then the completion, she'll show that as well if it's in that week. I would also do a post review. I'm doing that for all of my completions, so that way you can see what they look like and what I thought of that particular canvas. Even though it may be, the same companies, it doesn't matter, because different canvases are different. So just curious, would you like to see a weekly review? And some weeks I get a lot done, like this past week I really was on top of it, and then some weeks, because of grading and meetings and things, I can't get as much done as I would hope to. But I'm just really curious to see what you would like. So let me know in the comments on that what you would prefer to do. And I am really torn. At first I thought I would like to do weekly, and then I thought, I don't know, that may be too much. You may not want to see that every week. You may think that I have too many videos out. I am right now doing 3 videos a week. I thought about doing a 4th video, do 4 videos a week, but I don't want to burn anybody out. So I'm not really sure on that 4th video, but I'm just really would like to hear your comments. I'm definitely going to do it either monthly or weekly. It will be one of the two. If I do it weekly, it is going to be posted on the same day and recorded on the same day every week, so you can see how much I've done in that 7-day time period. So just curious what everybody would prefer. I love watching Kim's weekly to see what she's done, and she seems to be able to get quite a bit of diamond painting in on most weeks. And she is doing some on pretty much on all of hers that she's working on. So she spends time on each one to do something, to give it a little bit of love each week. So I am thinking about that too, but I wanted to see what everybody thinks. And if you have not subscribed to Kim, she is another creator that started about the same time that I did. And we've just been talking, you know, online, of course. I don't actually know her, but we know each other just through, you know, talking, through corresponding, you know, messages and that kind of thing, and watching each other's videos. So check her out if you would like to see another content creator. And she does similar to what I do. She has finished already a diamond painting Deutschland, and it is gorgeous. She also has done some mysteries, and I actually sold the mystery that I was working on to one of my subscribers, and it was for a good cause. So I did that because she really wanted it to commemorate her parents. And so I didn't think I would be able to finish it, and offered it to her, and she did purchase it. I'm not going to say names in case, you know, she doesn't want to be recognized, obviously. But I do have another mystery. I don't know when I'm going to do that one. But if you're looking for a mystery one, she did a really cool mystery series where she spun the wheel, and whatever it landed on, that was a number that she did for that sitting. And she did time lapses in addition to just doing regular videos. And so it was really cool. So you may want to check that out. And she also purchased 7 new diamond paintings from Diamond Painting Deutschland. And so that to me was impressive. So I can't wait to see how she's going to do that. My paintings from Diamond Painting Deutschland, the 2 new ones that I bought, have not come in yet. And I think I bought it about the same time that she did. So I'm getting a little concerned why mine are not here. So I may have to contact them and see. I purchased on August the 20th, so it should be in soon. And then I will have an unboxing. But what my upcoming plans are, besides either weekly or monthly, I am going to work on this kit. Hopefully, it is a lot of color blocking. Hopefully it will stay that way. I can use my multi-placers, and I can get quite a bit done. I should be done with Laloon soon, as I mentioned. And then once I do, I'm going to look and see what will work while I am in my family room watching TV, because I really don't want to have to cart this up and down the stairs. Not that this is that big, but I'd rather not have to go to cart my drills and everything downstairs. I like to just have a kit for upstairs and then have a kit for downstairs. So I need to see what I can do that kind of goes with the theme of fall, or goes with, you know, possibly spooky season, which I don't know what I really have. I do have the little cat that I'm going to work on, and you will see that one kitted up soon. And I have others that I could probably do that I've kitted up with you guys. That's not just huge, that I can easily able to do that on my couch. And I just pulled this drill out. Let's see. And then I am going to be working on, in November, I will start doing some holiday kits. I have some that I purchased last year that I didn't do. And then I have, that just drives me crazy. Oh, there we go. Of course, if I had my tweezers, I have a gazillion tweezers from all these kits, and I don't have one next to me. But I purchased a couple of holiday kits in January of this year, and so I kind of would like to get those done. So I kind of have planned of what I want to do in November and December, and I said I had not planned on purchasing any more diamond paintings until Black Friday, and then I would look and see, because last year Diamond Art Club came out with over 50, I believe. And there were some that, you know, I didn't care anything about. There were some that I really wanted, and they also came out, you know, with a good sale. And so I'm kind of waiting on that. But of course, as I said that, and I thought, oh, I won't look, it's not going to matter. Well, I looked on Instagram, it just happened to pop up. And so there's one that Diamond Art Club is going to have for sale on Saturday that I would love to have. And it was just calling to me. So hopefully that one is not a limited edition. If it's a limited release, then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. But I'm trying really hard not to buy. I may have to buy some accessories, but I'm trying really hard not to buy any more diamond paintings. I have enough. I need to work on my stash and shop from my house, from my store, is what my daughter calls it, and see what I can do of mine to get some of these older ones out, and then I'll have the space. So we'll see, but I'm trying hard. I do have several that I can unbox on my channel. Some are newer, some are older. And so I am going to start doing that because I also want to make a note. A lot of them I haven't included any information on in my logbook. So I want to do that also. I missed this one little S. I'm going to put this one little S in here. That's right there. And then I'm going to call this one, because I know I've been talking well over an hour. Let's go with the word spooky. That's S-P-O-O-K-Y for your secret word. And if you're interested in the giveaway, make sure you do include a sentence underneath the comments that has the word spooky in it. And then I will do the random picker next week and let you know who won. I do have a pin. This came from Uniquely Yours Down Under, and it has 4 tips here that you can use different placers. And then also this is Hugo Hedge, and this is Diamond Art Club, really cute. And this is a 43 centimeters by 33 centimeters, and it is a round. Hopefully you can see that. It still has a plastic on it, so it may be a little blurry. This did come from Amazon, but Amazon is now selling some exclusive kits from Diamond Art Club, and I thought this one would be really cute. And so you have your choice of these 2 items. Turn it around this way. This and the pin, or a $25 gift certificate from Diamond Art Club. And if you decide on the gift certificate, I will just get your email from you, and then that will be sent directly to your email, and so you can order whatever you want to. So the choice is totally up to you. If you win, then you can let me know. But again, make sure that you include that keyword below, and make sure that you do not say that it's a giveaway, because that often creates issues with YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this long video. If you are not a subscriber and you've gotten this far, I really do think you would enjoy it here. Please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, please click on that like button, and then also add any comments that you would like. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.